G'day and welcome to Duckzorly Gaming. And we have a very special early access preview of Stevie's upcoming map, Ringwood Farm. This is a map coming back from FS19, I believe it was. Stevie had done a poll relatively recently or a little bit back and asked which of his previous maps people would like to bring back the most, and this one won by a fair margin. So Ringwoods it is. And I haven't played Ringwoods. This is my first experience with Ringwoods. I haven't gone back and looked for an old copy and played it and had a look at it. But so I'm coming into it blind. But it is a typical wonderful Stevie map that I've already seen in just my little running around having a look. So without further ado, we're going to get around. We're going to have a look. We're going to have a look at what equipment we get. We're going to have a look at all the sellables areas. We're going to have a look at the placeables that come with the game or with the map. We're going to have a good mosey around and actually show you some of the highlights and little hidden areas and gems of the map that Stevie's put in. Now, a couple of caveats. Firstly, this is not a complete version of the map. This is an early access preview. The field orders have not been put in, so it's not ready for course play, although it will be ready for course play when it's complete. Seasons hasn't been added in yet, but that will be added in as well and will be available when it's complete. So field definitions, the PDA, the season scripting, all that sort of stuff still needs to be finalized. But the map itself is all but ready, and it is a wonderful looking map. So what we'll do, the first thing we will do is we'll bring up the map. Okay, so this is the map, and we have a total of 27 fields. We have a whole pile of placeable areas. We have sheep, cows, pigs. We have the fields. We have two farm areas, effectively. We have a primary farm and a secondary farm, which we'll go into a little bit later, the secondary farm area. We have all the typical placeables that Stevie's used in his last few series of maps. All wonderful pieces of assets and all that as placeables. Fantastic. It's got traffic everywhere, few hidden gems, and just that wonderful Stevie touch with the layout and the structure of the map. So if we zoom in here, you can see this is where we are at the farm. And so if we look at all these, this is where we've got the chickens, we've got pigs, we've got cows, or pigs, sheep, cows, we've got horses, we've got the main barn over here, all that sort of stuff. And we're going to get and have a look at that. We're also going to have a look at the equipment, obviously, that comes stock standard with the map. Not that many of you probably play with the stock standard equipment, but that's what there is. All right, let's have a look. So we start here at the farmhouse. There is no sleep trigger here. Stevie gives you a sleep trigger to add in. You can add it into the house here or the house over the other end, or you can add it wherever you like. This is a lovely rustic timber farmhouse. Look at that. Looks lovely. Little sauna out the side here. I think they turned that into a sauna or a smokehouse, one of the two. All right. Over here, we got a shed. We've got an old windmill over there. And that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So yet again, he's just outdone himself with the layout. Chickens are just in here. As you can see, chicken pen there. Feedlots there for the chickens. Manure, I'm assuming that there is for the chickens. All right, as we come over here, I'll actually go for a bit of a run. There's our truck and trailer. Here's our silo system. So we have a 4 silo main tower with the offload point there and the fill point over here on the right hand side. Sorry, I was going to say the left. We have a windmill here with water supply, spare silo to increase the silo storage, and we have a numerous amounts of sheds. So we've got 1, 2, 3 sheds there, another shed there, another shed over the back, sheds everywhere. Little sheds in here for the equipment. As you can see, we've got a Crone Big M, very important. You've got a Big M on the farm. Fuel point, magnificent. And obviously in these sheds with the big doors, we'll have equipment hidden away. So plow and a subsoiler there. Over in here we have, let's see, open the door and surprise, we have nothing. Right. Well, good. Here's our little workshop area. So you can bring your tractors over here and do customization, selling, repainting, all that sort of stuff. These other big sheds. These big sheds are the same as we have for a long period of time, but obviously they have the doors on. They've gone to different colour schemes. The schemes we had for like Fenton Forest, for instance, had green, almost like a treated pine type exterior. But yeah, so we've got 3 nice big sheds there. Oh, 4 there really, which is fantastic. Some Fendt tractors. We'll go through that list, like I said, a little bit later. Now, this here is the windrow sales. So if you're not running seasons, you can come in here and drop off your windrow, your straw, your grass, and sell it, your bales, all that sort of stuff. Various implements and equipment through there. We'll run over through here. We'll get fit on this little excursion over through here. And I love this setup. I love these new animal sets that he's got running. So they're fantastic. So here we have the sheep. So as usual, we've got the spawn point for the wool here and the sell point. So if you wanted to just sell it, you can actually just push the bales, the wool bales over into here, and you sell them on the spot. The trigger here for actually buying, if you want to buy them direct. And we have some sheep hidden in here somewhere. Where are they? There they are. And we've got a couple of sheep in here. Just we've added them in. And then we can access through here. This is where we do the feeding and the straw. Fantastic. As you can see by the bounding box there. So we come in there. That's so normally for the sheep, we've got hay or straw or alfalfa. Oh, no, actually it is grass and hay and alfalfa separately. So you must have the grass or hay and alfalfa. Over here we have the horses. And yes, you don't get to see this very much when I'm playing. But same sort of thing as the sheep, same setup. And go through there. And we have the horses there. Now all the animals have manure collection. And the sheep obviously have the wool. Horses, they don't have anything because they're just sent to the glue. I mean, they're just used for riding and selling. We have the animal pen extension mod built into his animal pastures. And that'll automatically help you. So you can come in over here, turn on the valve and open up and fill the water troughs. You have to have that constructed. Here comes a horse, one of the horses over here. I've never seen you around here. All right, good. That's all we're going to see about them. Right, over here we have the greenhouses. So there's 3 or 4 greenhouses. 3 greenhouses in here. We have our, this one here is the alpha fermenting bin. We have our composting bin. And we have our silage clamp. All nicely lit up with those nice big lights. Fantastic. Nice big area through here. There's our manure storage over there. Come through over here. This is our cows. So again, animal pen extension. Oh, sorry, no, this is the pigs. My mistake. So we've got the pigs in here. We got piggies. We've got lots of little piggies in here. So yes, we've got the animal pen extension for the water. We've got the drop-off point here for food. Come across here further. We've got the trigger point here where we can buy and sell. And then we come on over here to the cows. Same thing again, animal pen extension for the water trough. Moo cows over in there. Buy and sell point. We have the milk sell point here. We have the offload, unload of milk. Offload of milk. The selling point here, or not the selling point, the feeding point. What am I saying, Duck? So straw and feed here for the cows. And that is it for the animal section. And this is the buy point through here for the cows. So simply just come in here, we can buy it. Right, done. All right, that's a very quick tour of the farm, but I think this farm is laid out really, really well. I would say it's very closely based upon the earlier version of Ringwoods. I'm pretty sure it's FS15, and I'm happy to stand corrected. I'll probably go back and have a look at my notes later and kick myself, but certainly I don't recall it being an FS17, so it must have been 15 or maybe even 13. But anyway, so here it is. Now, I do want to add a little plug in here while we're doing this. Now, Stevie has asked myself and Waddy to do an early preview video. Now, what I do want to say, and Stevie certainly would not necessarily want me to say this or do anything, but Stevie's put out a GoFundMe page for a new graphics card. He needs a new graphics card upgrade from his 9 series, I think it was, graphics card, or 10 series maybe, low end 10 series. That'll give him the ability to do maps and that for FS22 and going forwards. He never asks for much. He doesn't put it up on Giants, Mod Hub, or anywhere else where he can actually make money from it. He does have a PayPal where people can just voluntarily give him some money here and there if they wish. But what I'm asking is, for those of you that love Stevie Maps, just consider going without a coffee one day and giving him $5, $10, whatever else into his GoFundMe so he can buy a new graphics card. So we can get maps like this on any of other Stevie's favorites: Sherwood, Beaver Creek, Lakelands, Fenton, Pine Cove, you name it, that sort of style of map in FS22 and beyond. So go check it out. I will put a link down below to his GoFundMe in the comments. So please consider that. And Stevie, my heartfelt thanks to you and your efforts for all you do for the farming sim community and the great maps you put out. All right, let's continue. Now I'm going to go jump in the truck. In fact, no, I'm not. Yes, I will. I'm going to jump in the truck. All right, let's go for a bit of a drive and we'll just show you some sights. All right. Now, one of the things I do love about this map and love about Stevie's maps is the variation. Now, if you have a look here, look at this. Look at the slope on that rise through there. It's just hills and variations all over the place, and I do love that. I really do. Now, I know Stevie's not the only one that does it. Many others do it as well, but it just makes it so much more interesting. Like you can't see all the way over the other side of the map. It's just fantastic. So, just outside of the farm, we have the shop. Now, unfortunately, I have petitioned Stevie many, many times to remove the John Deere signs, but he continues to put them in there. Internal joke, I know, sorry. But that is the shop. So we have the shop very, very close to the farm. So you don't have to worry about having to travel too far with a convoy of vehicles or anything else for that matter to get your units that you've brought back to the farm, which is great. And here we go, down the hill. Look at this, wonderful. There we go, screaming down the hill here. Now, where was I going? Up here. Right. One thing I did want to show you, which I thought was a very nice little feature. Now, I'm going to be careful. I don't want to show you the camera too early. So I'm going to come in here. Animal house, black sheep, and scarecrow. What could this be? Well, there goes a bin gate. Right. Well, this looks like it's a drive-in. Excellent. Nice little touch. Let's go and see what's playing, shall we? Hopefully it's Animal House. No, let's not get started. All right, we'll come around here. Come around and see what have we got playing on the big screen. Farming Simulator 22, the new class Trion. Well, there you go. Very nice. All right, look, it's just added detail to the farm, and I did find this, and I thought it was fantastic. So really do like that. All right, I'm just going to go down through here as well, and just show some of the typical scenery that a lot of us have gotten used to that Stevie puts into his map, and the attention to detail, it is really nice. And this here, so we have creek going down through here, a bit of a waterfall down into past a water wheel house there, which would be maybe a wheat processing area where they grind the wheat down with the old porter mess. What is it? Porter and can't think of the name of it now. Pestle and mortar. That'd be better. Type setup on the grinding wheel. And there we go. The water comes down from the, can't see really, from the waterfall through there, down through here, into the pipe, and off it goes. Marvelous. Right, so this is the back entrance to the drive-in. Right, down here, we've actually turned into the main train terminus here. So got all that through here. We have freedom storage, and we have, this is a buy sell points. This is where we can actually buy all our supplies. So our lime, our fertilizer, seed, all that sort of stuff can be bought from here. And then on here, obviously, is one of the sell points as well. All right, so we're going to pass through here. Over the railway line. It's pretty safe. I don't think the trains don't actually run because they've only got that short path between those two tunnels there to run. So I don't think they run at all. But hey, who knows? Might get surprised one day. So in the little township here, we've got a few different little sell points. One of the other things I did want to show off again is just the great layout that he does. So there's a basketball court. There's a nice little community park. Nice little trestle bridge. We've seen that bridge before. Wonder where that was. A bit of water there for a little lake. Excellent. Just wonderful attention to detail. Really do love it. One of the other things up here, We got that's one of the, I think that was a restaurant back in one of them there. The bakery is here. Oh, the bus stop. It's just nice to have the just little added details of just around the place. What was this one here? This was a workshop again. Go past the firehouse up here. We've got the church. Just looks really, really well laid out. All right, we will have a look at the map in a minute and show all the sell points. I just want to do a little bit of a tour and just sort of show you what the place is like. Over here we have the baseball field, seemingly sponsored by Class. That's a classy sports field then, isn't it? Right, and then we'll go up through here. Now, one of the things that is very evident with this map is Stevie's attention to the finer details. So here's one of the little placeable areas that you've got. So you can use this to your heart's content once you've actually got the land. So these are dotted all over the place. So you can have your production buildings or whatever it is you want to use anywhere you like. Pretty much, it's well spread out. Or you can put just sheds up there, and just have it for parking and storage of equipment. So you may do, for instance, down here it might just be a cotton area, and in that in the sheds you put up there, or sheds like in there, you might just put your cotton harvester and trailers and stuff like that, so you don't have to drag them all the way from the farm. I'm trying to find the access points. Here we go. So for forestry, all pretty much round the border of the map, and I'll show you on the map in a second, there is this path that goes through. And so even here, you've got placeable area there for forestry type buildings or production areas you want to put in. But all this area up through here, you can use your forestry. And this goes on for ages, all around the map, like I said. And it's just a very, very pretty drive. I actually did the full drive around here just a while ago and thoroughly enjoyed that. We'll go up through here. We'll probably hit a rut and then flip the car. As you can see, I just like the way he's done the pathing through here. So it's not a path that's used very often, but it's still used often enough that you know where you're going. Right, and we come out through here. Now, across the road, we'll go up through this way. And I know you've got no concept of where we are at the moment because I haven't got the map up. That's on purpose, but we'll get there. And here we are. We're back at the drive-in. A bit of a loop around there. All right, come around here. Right, so back over near the baseball field here, we have our animal sell point and distributor. We also have our secondary farm. We spoke about the fact that we virtually had 2 farms on the map. Well, over in this end here, we have another silo complex, a whole pile of sheds, a workshop, a fuel sell point there, and a new farmhouse. So if you wanted to, you could set this up for at least 2 farms running on this map, or you can just have this set up as a secondary farm to your primary farm. So as you've got equipment over here for the fields in this area over through here, which again, you can see all the land variation, which is lovely. And of course, so this is the animal sell point there, and you can actually sell crops to the animal sell point as well. Right, so here we go. We're going to do a flyby of the farm just to show you what it looks like from above. Gives you a bit of an idea of all the areas. So we're going across the animal pens here at the moment, which we saw before. Cows and the sheep. There's the windmill there on the right-hand side, and the house obscured by the trees coming through, the sheds, the silos, and the sheds at the rear. Okay, so we're going to continue on down through here. There's our store as we went by before. As we come down through here, this is the BGA. To the BGA situated just through here, which is nice little compact BGA. And then across through here to our right-hand side, we have Jeeves Mill, more placeables. Just gives you a nice look and feel of the flow of the land. And there we go, there's Jeeves Mill, right next to the lake. Okay, this view here will just give you a bit of a view of the variation of the land. You see right down there, it's fairly low. It comes up to a nice rise through here, over there with the cell point, and continues up. Nice rolling hills all the way across, and then down the other side, on the other side of the BGA. So it's a lovely, lovely layout in relation to a flow and variation. So the last thing we're going to do is going to give you an overall view of the map. If I can, last thing we're going to do is going to give you an overall view of the map, and you can see from this view you can still see all the variation. There's our town centre that's got the restaurant in it. It's got the bakery in it. A couple of cell points in through there. Looking over towards Jeeves Mill, the wood processing area. Over the far side over there, we've got the BGA. We've then got our farm centered down there now in the screen. And over on there, the windmill and the expanse all the way around. And then we come back to where we are now and to the secondary farm plot. This is the drive over to Jeeves Mill. You'll see this in a bit of an aerial as well, but then we have a lovely little lake next to us and Jeeves Mill here directly. We go Jeeves Mill. And then if we come on through here, further on, we actually have the BGA. Nice little BGA there, which is all grand. Then we go up another hill. Really love this. Really gives, if we sort of just had a bit of a drive around, it would really give you the feeling of the variation in terrain. So we'll do a little bit of a drive just to give you that view. And then that will be it for the drive around. Then we'll do some aerial shots of the map, show you around, and then we'll go through and have a look at the equipment that's available and also what placeables are available as well. Through the Big Dipper, up the other side towards the drive-in. There you go. So it gives you a good idea of the how the terrain flows when you're in the cab of the truck, so to speak. Again, down we go. Lovely. All right. So now we've done that, had a bit of a tour around, seen most of the main places on the map. Remembering some places aren't finalised yet. This is still a work in progress, a very early preview. So we're not going to hold Stevie to anything in that regard. So what we want to do is I'm going to have a look at the cell points here. So we have our silos obviously there. So we've got a huge amount of storage, 32 million litres of capacity. So I don't think anyone's going to run out of capacity on this map. So we have the animal supplies. So we've got that. We've got the bakery. We've got 2 farm barns, one at either farm. We've got Fenton Mill and Freedom Mill. Okay, they both take most of the cereal crops, normal crops. They take the silage, all that sort of stuff. So they take virtually everything at the 2 mills. The gas station bio sales, that will take biofuel. So we can sell biofuel to the gas station, which is good. Jeeves Mill, again, will take almost everything. Jeeves Mill. Muck off. Yes, I did say muck off. We'll take carrots. What was that? I can't remember. Carrots, onions. So it just takes a few crops. The spinnery for our wool. The supermarket. Supermarket takes what's that? Is that beets? I can't remember now. No, beets is the other one. I can't remember. It will take wool, and that's about it. Oh, sorry, no, supermarket. What am I talking about, Duck? It'll take the high quality milk. It'll take washed potatoes, carrots and onions. So everything for the restaurant. And then the train mill will take most of the crops as well. And then lastly, have the US dairy and the wood chip sales. US dairy is going to take, US dairy takes soybean, potato, eggs, milk, and that's it. And the wood chip sales take wood. So that's it for that. This is a list of the equipment. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to go to the shop and do that. And that's pretty much it. So let's have a look at the shop now. and we'll have a look at the vehicles that come with the map. Okay, so we start off, we got an Agroliner Tor 30. We have the Lizard pickup, which is what I've been driving, a Grant Cotty multi-tank, one of Stevie's ones there. We have a Roadrunner and an accompanying Wilson trailer. Now, the Wilson trailer is up to 240,000 capacity. We have a Fendt 1050 and a 939 Vario as our primary tractors. We have a Case 9240 combine harvester and a Rubicon 9000 sprayer. We have the wonderful, glorious Corona Big M 450. We have a Draper header and a Capello corn header for the combine. We have two Bednar plows, a plow and a subsoiler. We have a Lemken Solitaire for our seeder. We have a Breedle K105 fertilizer spreader and a Rapid Shootermaker 8400W for our loading wagon. We have a couple of Agco weights, and then these are the placeables. So if you want to, and you don't want the greenhouses, all you need to do is just simply sell them, and they will no longer be on the map. Right. Now we no longer would have the have those at our primary farm. So you've got those. You can sell the cow pen, the pig pen, the sheep pen, all the sheds, the silos, all that sort of stuff. So when you start off in the primary mode, your farms are all set up, and that if you play the other two modes, I can't remember the names of them now. I apologise. You got basically a clean slate, and then you need to buy them and place them. So in the store now, I have another mod that actually sorts out my store a little bit more. If you want to place the animal pens, they are in here. So you've got the large and small sheep pastures, then you've got the actual Freedom Farm pens that Stevie's done. So you've got the sheep, the cow pen, the horses, the pig pen, and the chickens. Then you could also got the Silage King, and you've got the greenhouse if you want to put the greenhouses back in. And there's a lot of variation in the greenhouse. So if you want to put more greenhouses in, so there's pumpkin, melon, carrots, flowers, lettuce, we've got cauliflower, red cabbage. So that's all the different types you can have. So you put those in. What else is there? Miscellaneous is there. So the farm barn sales, the post with light. Actually, no, I don't know if that should come with a map somewhere. That's his infamous light that I've taken and I use on Stevie's maps to provide a bit more light. The silo supplies, which was over near the inn the drive-in that we saw. Vehicle workshops, manure and slurry sales, Fenton Mill, muck-off produce. So even if you wanted to have secondary mills put into the map, you can actually do that as well. Your diesel. So all of that is here. So if you want to start up from scratch, you've got all the facilities here to actually do that. And it's fantastic. I really do love the fact that Stevie gives you this option to do all this. So if you want to expand the farm and make it your own, you certainly can do so. So if we just quickly head back into here. No, I don't want to see you. I'll quickly fly up. Right. So you can see over there is no longer any greenhouses. So we got rid of the greenhouses. So very good. All right. Well, that is it for our tour and our quick preview of Stevie's Ringwoods farm. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope this excites you and gets you ready for Stevie's map. Now, Stevie is going to be taking basically a week off. And then once he gets back from his little vacay or time away, we will be into testing of the map. And hopefully the map will be available to you very shortly thereafter. It is available from Stevie's Facebook page. There will be a graphic come up. We'll display that shortly. And it will also be listed down in the comments down below. Please don't forget to help support Stevie either by his PayPal or by his GoFundMe page. Again, the details of that will be listed down below. I would like to thank Stevie for giving us the opportunity to preview his map. I think everyone knows I'm a solid fanboy of Stevie. I love all of his maps, and I'm truly grateful and thankful for what he brings to our farming sim community. And I know there's a lot of you out there that like his stuff as well. So that's it from me. Hopefully you'll come back and join us when we bring Ringwood Farms to Duckzorly Gaming. But other than that, go check out Stevie's FS Mods on Facebook. That's what you need to go search for. Tell him Ducky sent you, and hopefully we will see you all very, very soon back here at Ringwoods Farms. See you later. Bye.